guys, it's Sav. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make my homemade Vietnamese ham. I'm really excited about this one. The really funny thing is I filmed a Vietnamese ham video literally probably a year ago, and the reason why it never came out is because I could not figure out for the life of me how to wrap up my Vietnamese ham in the banana leaf. Like, banana leaves and we are at war. That is like public enemy number one for me, because I cannot learn how to wrap them up nicely and neatly and get it nice and tight over the Vietnamese ham. So I just never released that video, but I had already filmed it and uploaded it to my computer. I started using a better camera and the quality is better, so I thought I would wait to refilm it along with the homemade spring rolls recipe, because I like to add my Vietnamese ham into the spring roll recipe. So if you haven't seen that video already, please make sure to click that video. I'll post the link at the end of the video and also down at the bottom in the description box. Anyways, with Vietnamese ham, it is so versatile. I can't even tell you how many things I use it in. After I steam them, I either let it cool down and then place it into the freezer, or I'll take the Vietnamese ham, I'll slice it and I'll keep it in my fridge and I'll eat it for the whole week. And what I do is I literally can eat it with everything. Vietnamese ham is used in obviously Vietnamese sandwiches, banh mi. My other favorite way to serve Vietnamese ham is actually in instant noodles. And you know what? When there's absolutely no food and I'm really craving rice, I have some Vietnamese ham with some rice and soy sauce and some sriracha sauce, and there's a meal right there. My kids like to snack on them after school. The possibilities are endless. If you like Vietnamese ham, then this recipe is definitely for you. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and thanks for watching. So you want to start off by trimming your pork tenderloin. This is about 2.5 pounds of it. Just take off any excess fat that you really don't need. And then you just want to chop this into little bite-sized pieces just to make it easier to pulse in your food processor. Once it's all chopped, you want to add it into your food processor, put the lid on, and continue to pulse until you're pretty much making a ground pork tenderloin. So I'm going to stop my motor. I'm going to season my pork with things like salt, sugar, garlic powder, onion powder, fish sauce. The full listing of the ingredients will be at eatnowcrylater.com. That link will also be in the bottom in the description box. I'm going to put the lid back on and continue to pulse this for about 30 more seconds. I'm going to turn off the motor and add in my wet ingredients, which is made up of water, tapioca starch, and an Asian baking powder called Asla or Asla, something like that. Put the lid back on and continue to pulse again until nice and smooth. Your mixture will be sort of wet, and that's what you really want. Then you want to place your pork into a bowl covered with saran wrap and leave it to sit overnight, and this is the next day what it should look like. Next, take a long piece of saran wrap and add half of the pork right onto it. If you want, you could do 1 pound each instead of 1.25 pounds for each portion, depending on what size or how big you like it. You can do any size you want, just adjust the cooking time. So make it nice and tight with the saran wrap. Again, I gave up on banana leaves, and I found that saran wrap works just as good, and it gets it nice and tight actually. So once you get a nice, good, tight hold on your Vietnamese ham, you want to go ahead and add 2 more layers to make sure it's nice and extra tight. Next, you want to take a long piece of kitchen twine, and we're just going to wrap the saran wrap and wrap the ham just to take, it's an extra precaution because during steaming, the ham actually expands quite a bit because we are using some baking powder in this, and there's no science to this. I don't know, just wrap it like you would wrap a present, give it a few wraps around the whole thing, and then tie it like a bow. Repeat the steps with the other ham. All that's left now is just steaming. Now I'm placing these into my steamer. For every pound, I would recommend at least 25 to 30 minutes. Anything more or less, again, adjust your cooking time. Just make sure to steam these until they are no longer pink. So it's been about 30 minutes. They are done. They should look something like this. See how that baking powder made the ham slightly expand? You want to let these cool down, and then you can just slice into them. Remove the saran wrap and the twine. All that's left is slicing into them. If you guys have not checked out my other video yet, please check that one out. Click on the picture right up above on how to make homemade spring rolls, where I also use my Vietnamese ham in that recipe as well. Thanks so much for watching.